Hello my friends, this is Christian again for Life Force Microscopy. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about geobiology. Geobiology is a science dedicated to the study of the influence of earth energies and humans. When I say humans, I mean the influence of toxic and dangerous kind of energies on the health of people. So right now I'm taking this video on a beautiful natural pond on a local reserve or park, and it's obvious that it's filled with water. It's a beautiful day today, no clouds. Today is the last day of autumn, so winter is coming. It's not too cold today anyway. So let's say that a house is located close to this area, very near this area. People ask me, so water, the influence of water, especially on people's health, is very important, very critical, because water has a tendency to create problems with bone health, arthritis, and all kinds of negative things. So in this particular case, it wouldn't be a problem to have a house next to this area if the house was located right on top of water, like in this case. Yes, that would be a problem. It seems like the problem with water comes when water is not moving or circulating. I'm not saying that this water in particular is stagnant, but definitely I wouldn't like living so close to water, like in this case. Let's say that we have a house or an apartment, and in the case of a house, it is possible to detect the influence of running water underneath the house. We call this, in technical names, underground water. With underground water, the problem is that it may be located very deep underground, and when water circulates underground, creates an electrical current that is capable of running back up to the surface, and that is precisely the problem with underground water, that it creates an electrical frequency that is very similar to the frequency at which human body cells function. So this very tiny micro electrical current is able to interfere with body cells, and in some cases can create all kinds of problems, from arthritis, allergies, and even cancer in the most difficult or serious cases. Some clients ask me, well, if you're saying that water is a problem, in my case, let's say that I live in a very tall penthouse, and they tell me, well, you know, this is a pretty tall building, so that shouldn't affect me at all. And I say to them, hey, this micro current generated by the movement of underground water is able to reach altitudes of 2,000 meters. So unless you're living in space, believe me when I tell you, you will be affected by the influence of underground running water. That's a fact. So geobiology nowadays seems to be like a forgotten science. People really don't care where they live. I've seen cases of a graveyard or funeral parlor being converted into houses, and they don't know. So I would really recommend people to do some research. You can Google geobiology or geopathic stress, and you can get, you know, plenty of information and maybe educate yourself a little bit more, because these negative energies coming from underground, in the case of water, or maybe geopathic areas that are related to geological faults, for example. So I would really ask you to try to ask an expert in geopathic stress or geobiologist, and please have your house or apartment properly checked to be on the safe side. I've been doing work as a geobiologist for more than 30 years. And believe me when I tell you that possibly anywhere between 85 and 95% of health problems, disease, or illness come from the influence of geopathic energies. I've also found that whenever a client has health problems, even if that person is going to a doctor and it is currently under medical treatment under the influence of a very strong geopathy won't work unless that person, especially in the bedroom area, and I'm talking about the bed, is properly checked and moved to a safer area. We call that moving the bed to a neutral zone, which is very important, because as long as the patient or affected person, not to say sick person, continues to sleep on over a geopathic zone, that person won't be able to properly heal. So it is very important to check the bedroom, especially for geopathies, and make as soon as possible the necessary corrections. So again, I would ask you to do some research on your own, and if you have suspicion or you suspect that you may be under the influence of geopathic energies, please contact me, flick me an email, and I'll try to answer all of your questions. Thanks for watching, my friends, and I'll see you on my next video.